Well, I guess everybody got their opinion, and until you can prove them right or wrong, they're going to maintain it. Even sometimes that won't change it. But I tell you, it's sickening every day, all day, watching television, cable, and all of this other stuff. And all they are talking about is the problems that have occurred under people who don't give a stink about the rest of the people. Right now, it's Republicans, megas. It's all of the ugly things that you can think of. And you keep talking about it every day. We know it. We know it. And I hear people saying, get on the microphones. Come on out of there. Get on the microphones and remind America that this is the demon. In essence, that's what you say. He's hurting you. He's doing all of these things. Go out and remind the people that this is what he's doing. Remind the people that he lied to them, told them the prices of eggs would go down. Go out and remind the people this is what they're saying. Go out and remind the people. Now, the media is taking a role like, well, we don't know what the people want. The people say one thing, they act another way. The politicians on that side, Republicans, they are saying, we don't know what the people want. They say one thing. We try to give them the best we had, and they went for the worst that we had. That's what the politicians are saying. On the Republican side, they know being good doesn't mean anything. So whatever they're talking about exploitation. They're talking about taking advantage of somebody, like they're talking about cutting out programs while the rich get richer, stuff like that. That's what they know about. Miller talking about trying to walk around talking like John Wayne, like they ready to whoop some booty. They ready to take some land. They ready to just do some crazy things. Nobody to control them. These are the monsters that have, and they represent the monsters that have always walked across the earth. These, my friends, represent the monsters. But there is a power that is always calling for somebody who want to walk on water. He's not just asking for a person, he's asking for all of the people. If one can walk on water, then all can walk on water. Or if you don't want to walk on water, you can do something just as magnificent in the service of one another. So I'm thinking to myself, who's going to wake up tomorrow and tell you that the people have come up with some plan that they're going to be able pretty soon to present it to the public that allows everybody in the nation to have a job, to have a career that they choose, one that they love? What news? ABC, CBS, NBC, MS, all of these news stations. I mean, who amongst you would tell the people that an initiative is being made, considering that every American would have a career? That's noteworthy. At least noteworthy enough to find out what you're talking about. But is anybody going to talk about that? Anybody in America going to talk about that? Anybody in America is going to talk about saving health care or bringing the price down or controlling the price? What about free health care? What about how come look, there are plans, there are proposals that's being made that offers the nation or anybody that follows that plan the expressed opportunity for free health care for everybody. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, without going through all of this stuff, everything that is I just mentioned is free. That stuff is furnished by somebody. That stuff is produced and distributed by some people, someone, however the system works. But there's no money exchange in anything. Why? Because you own. You're doing what you do because you love it. You do what you do because it gives you your greatest joy to service the people in this fashion, whatever you do. But what money can buy, you don't need money. You want cars, you got no problem. You don't need money for cars. You don't need money for planes. You don't need money for houses. You don't need money for furniture. You don't need any of that stuff. You own it. So I'm saying, I know you never thought about nothing like this, and it sounds probably crazy to you. But it is a different system. It is a different system. But look at what you have. You have right now a system that has always been corrupt. But most of the time in your life, you never seen it being as corrupt as it is now. I mean, these guys are standing before your face and telling you that they finna do it to you. I mean, they're laughing at you and saying you can't do anything about it because they got people in position of power to do what Trump says, and Trump is going to do what the power that's pushing him says. And supposedly the rest of us can't do anything but sit back and just wait until that happens. That's what they think. But see, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. If we do the right thing, and when we do the right thing, it will produce what it is supposed to produce. Now, when we are real, and I'm not talking about faking that, we got the power of God behind us. So we don't even have to worry about, is it going to work? You already know it's going to work. Why? Because you are the machine that's being used to take care of business, and you know you are real, and you are not settling for anything other than that which is right. And what is that that's right? That which works for you and causes no pain and suffering to anyone else. That's what's right. So I guess what I wanted to focus on was that I'm not just trying to tell you to be different than Republicans. And you know the Democrats are so much better than the Republicans. But I'm trying to tell you that both of them together, individually, they are not good enough, and collectively they are not good enough. They are walking to the dictates of a different drama. They are walking to what men have derived as being the path to follow. And their path has never been to serve everybody. To serve everybody means that you have to look and give honor to a power that you can't see. They look at the works of the human race and glorify God, invisible, and not man sitting over there talking about how good he is. Now, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think you get my point. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Until next, Eddie Marcus say goodbye for now.